Alright. Hello. It's Chess with Bill. Stakes are high. It's game number 2 of the day. It's recording chess videos. I know, I like live streaming more. What do you guys think? Do you like the live streams more? Live streams? Live streams more? Or do you like the chess videos more? Let me know. Let me know. We're gonna see how this game goes. Hey, I'm white again. So if I make the same mistakes that I did last time. Oh, hold on. Hola, today. The Scandinavian. Today, my brain is not necessarily in the rightest of places. I don't actually know the proper response to some of these openings. It actually really helps the brain, doesn't it? I'm trying to write down something. Always distracted me. I'll come here. Right, so he's coming out for the old, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? My bishop is coming after you. I want to look up. I need to pay attention to the game. English. Let me just write that. Responses. There we go. Do you have an umbrella? If you've learned English as a second language, you know the joke. John is in the kitchen. Right. My chess coach was saying, you know, you shouldn't worry too much about these openings because people at your rating level don't really know what they're doing anyway. And I was like, huh. King over? Am I missing something obvious? He's gonna get his castle on next. I could give him a check. Why do that? I think castling is maybe just a good... Yeah, we'll just do that. It kind of avoids some stoof. Pushing here might be nice. I need to review my English, man. So what is my plan? Well, right now I'm just trying to open. Trying to get my my pieces out and not lose the center completely. King is castled. Okay. Looking like he's doing a little bit of a push. Maybe towards the center. Not entirely certain. Maybe something like this to put pressure on the knight. I was thinking this guy. He's also pushing here. Pushing here, he can't take back. He can push this way. That kind of blocks his hooba-jooba. I cannot take back. Where does this guy want to go? I kind of have a silly idea. This might be a little premature. Might be a little premature. So after that, I've got this. I've also got that. He kicks the knight. My knight could swing back. Don't really want the knight to swing back. What I'm trying to do is open up this bishop for that right there. Surprise! So this hangs my knight. I learned that from last game. Got my bishop here. This is coming, right? But then I'll have this maneuver. Probably making this more complicated than it needs to be. Is this worthwhile? And then back to here. Takes. And I've blocked myself. I'm not... There's something going on in the building. Right, so... Hold on. Let me think. Let's try this. Okay, maybe I have a little bit different of an idea here. What was I thinking? Duh. I'm going to call this migraine brain. That's my problem right now. I put my pawn, like my entire goal was to open up this bishop. And I was like, I'm going to put my pawn right there and it'll never move. Ever. Lord. Okay, so I want to get him out of the way. And then there's this. What happens if I take? Do I just need to take now? I mean, I still have this. If he takes, I can take back. This happens. And these guys are guarded. Takes, it opens up his knight. But it actually reopens up my bishop. You know what? Let's do that. It reopens up my bishop, which was kind of my point in the first place. This is an attack that is likely not going to work. I'm trying to get rid of his knight. Right, so he attacks there. After this, he comes down that way, right? I could come back this way, attacking his bishop. Is there like a mate that I'm missing? Takes, he comes down that way. It blocks my entire whole thing here, right? It may not look like it, but I am actually doing a little bit better on time. So when he moves with his bishop, I don't think I want to queen trade. Where would my queen like to be? Here, and then here's pretty blunt force trauma, obvious. But at least it's a plan. Interesting. So he's got this going on. That's probably the best move. If I come here, he takes my queen. I come back this way. Maybe this happens. And I think we're just equal at that point. I could take his queen and do the same thing. So my idea was here. Granted, he can attack the queen. Same difference here. And it kind of messes up my pawns. Maybe that is a move. I want to be careful of my time. Queen here, maybe? No. This, his knight comes here. Where does my queen go after that? That takes. I just lose stuff that way. Yeah, I'm not thinking right. Because after he takes, I take back his queen takes and I lose the piece. Maybe here? No. Alright, I'll give it just a little bit more time. Time to think for just a second. Let's go here first. I'm not particularly tired today, but my brain is just like, oh. I don't know if it's sinus pressure or what. So here's a thing that needs to be thinged. Let's see. This guards that square. That guards that square too. Blocks the bishop though. This moves. Let's come over here. He can attack and then bring his bishop down, I see. Oh, he can also fork. It's not an amazing fork. Comes down this way. Yeah, there's some knight tricks I think he can pull off here. What is my plan? I'm thinking e4 maybe. Get the bishop out somehow after that. I don't know, e4 blocks that bishop again. So maybe here first. Yeah, okay. So he's pushing out that way. Here, I don't think does it. Let's come. No, 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 no. Then I'll get forked. That's a square. Here doesn't work either. I need to get rid of this knight. Okay. I'm thinking this or that. And then where does my guy go? Really, he's got a lot of places. Okay, so he's attacking that way. He wants me to move there. Or there. Yeah. Well, I've also got this, but that blocks up my bishop again. I've misplayed this, haven't I? Yeah, he's got a lot of forks. There's this right here. Okay. I don't really see a way out of this without getting checked. Yep. Alright, so he did unleash this, which I do enjoy. And it gets rid of his knight, which is great. Where does my guy go? Let's put him here. Probably could have put him there. I would like to do this. I don't think it's going to work though. Maybe that. If he takes, I've got this. Granted, he's got that. This type shenanigans. I've also got this attack. Boom, boom. Maybe up here. I'm just trying to think of ways to get this bishop out. And I gotta be real careful because this bishop he's got is gonna be real gnarly on this line. So I'm thinking he's gonna push there. Maybe this after. He might attack. That he takes down. But then I've got something like that. Could also get my king closer, but I don't think that's really so great. This is really what I'm concerned about. We'll see. Okay, so he's coming out that way. After this, he's kind of blocked in. We'll do that. Okay. Yeah, we'll take him. Bishop is hanging right now. That's true. But his attack I think I can block. You could check and get the rooks off the board. Okay, so he's coming down that way again. Let's see. We'll go there. So now this is protected a little bit, and I actually have a file for my dude. Come down there. Okay, so he's coming around this way. Let's see. Don't think I can trap his bishop. Oh shit, nah, I wasn't thinking. So gave up the pawn. I guess he found that later. Take, let me calculate really quick. Take, and he's up. So that doesn't work. Yeah, I kind of screwed up there, didn't I? Okay. This still works because he can pin the knight, but I've got this as a defender thus far. So maybe it was good I didn't push this pawn. Huh. So my king is exposed. And his is not. Let's see, what can I do here? He's got time on me too. Right, so I think we're going to be drawing. Unless I can find something. I mean, honestly, I've got a worse king and such, so I'm kind of cool with him drawing this. Okay, let's see. Got this kind of as a deal. Get a pawn going. Swing this around maybe. Here, maybe there. I don't want to push there. He'll just come straight down. Okay. Let's try that. He's got a lot of pawns over there. It's probably not a good trade for me. I can see him moving that. Oh, I don't have this, do I? Because of this damn dude. Damned dude. Take this out. This happens. Boom. I kind of like to get rid of this. Okay, we'll do that. We'll see what he does with his bishop there. Is that good for me? Yep, we're taking him out. So he's going to lose that pawn. We'll see what he does next. I would like to cut his king off if possible. Yeah, that's what we'll be doing. Gets his dude involved. Just going to lock it up. He has time. Nope. Yeah. That is due to my chess coach right there. Hammering these end games that I've just started. I'm glad I got to use that. Because that little pattern there with the rook and the king, I know it's obvious to a lot of people. It is not obvious to me. Hell yeah. All right, good. That is some improvement. Oh, no. Well, I can't review because I've already done the review. Okay, I don't want to upgrade. Maybe he'll review. So this was the game. It does give me some analysis, which is kind of cool. It wanted F3, knight F3 instead. Let me get down to some of these ideas here. For me, it says knight C6. Wait, does it? No, E4, which I did not push E4. So I didn't want to block this bishop. Check this out. And so I instead pushed D4 or D5. So E4, and it's encroaching on his whatnot with a really strong center. This is something I need to remember. So with the Scandi, I pushed here. I did this bishop move. Never real sure if I should come with the queen's pawn or the knight out first. Knight F3 is a good move. I think this is maybe, I don't know if it's passive, but E5 definitely kind of it stops my knight from coming out. That's why. So the problem with this move is, if he comes here, it's harder for my knight to come out because this is going to be happening, right? Is that kind of the idea? At any rate, can't review it today, but I will review it on the morrow. Let me go through a couple moves. It's good to know this is probably not the best move. Bring the knight out first. I'd like to know why. Maybe E4 would be better here, according to the Anjan, or knight E5. Where's knight E5? Knight E5. Knight E5. Really? I guess it's just putting so much pressure. What happens after that? Knight E5. You take? No. If he takes, I take back this and this. No, I guess that doesn't work. Let's say he took and I took. And he takes, and then I use the queen to take. The king to take. Kind of no squares for the knight. And it's a slight advantage. Other move here is E4. And that's to just take the center, right? This happens anyway. Maybe push queen C2. So it's going after this maneuver over here, right? All right, let me look at that early again. So it would have been better to bring the knight up first. At this point, I kind of had an idea, but I just wasn't thinking well. Opening these guys up, and I wouldn't have run into the problems that I did. This dude played pretty well, I think, with this knight maneuver he did. Right, I don't think these trades were very good for either one of us. But he kind of gets gnarly with his knight. I'm worried about this move. So I pull my knight over. But then I realize, uh-oh. It's actually kind of worse. He's got this square, and that square. Which all attack, and potentially, when he gets this bishop in, start just forking everywhere. So what would have been a better move than that knight move? It's actually saying knight c3, king f1, bishop e3. So the top move is here. He leaves his knight. Next move is d8. So this was his other move. He kind of came down this attack, but actually this would have been better. Huh. How to get out of this? Knight d5. I guess I'm attacking now. I didn't take this into account. So especially in the game when he moved this rook, which means this knight would not have been under attack. If he forks, he just loses the knight. So bishop f6. So that I guess this guy can't move. Is that right? Oh, that's f5. Whoops. Bishop f6. Right, so, take f8. Now the knight's kind of hung. He's hung. E3 to protect the king, and then he takes here. Really? Wait, E3? E3, I put F3. Okay. I mean, that doesn't look good. That looks like he's winning. Okay, so what I would have done, I'm following the engine here. I guess you guys can't see it because the little board's in the way. What I can kind of take from this is I had this move. If he takes, I can attack. Or not attack. I mean, I only have 2 moves. Don't come this way. He could take my bishop, but I'm just going to take him to have a column. Or I'll take him this way, actually, and have these 2. So this actually wasn't as big of a threat as I was thinking. Okay. That is all for the day. Harrowing game. Interesting. I actually won one. That's surprising. All right, guys. Thanks to the Patreon. Natalia Cline, Ember Ellaria, and James Johnston. Thank you guys very much. If you want to join the Patreon, it's patreon.com/chesswithbill. Like, subscribe, all that bullshit. Appreciated. And if you guys have any, suggestions for how I can improve, you're seeing the games in a way that I'm not. So, absolutely. Everyone's higher rated than I am. I am open to suggestions of how to improve. So, all right.